What's up, fans? CR here, and today I'm gonna be starting a series thing, I guess. Basically, I need to redo the Final Quest rulebook because I basically wrote the entire thing and like put it out, but it's terrible. And now I have the Adobe thing, the Adobe Cloud, so I have InDesign and Illustrator and all those things to make it really streamlined and easy. So I think I'm just gonna redo it because it doesn't look very good anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Today is the first episode, and this is just going to be about the cover. First of all, I think it's really boring. It's just the art for the game, and then a little bit of type on the bottom, as us graphic artists say, which is really boring. I want to take inspiration from like a Ticket to Ride or a Cosmic Encounter and try to make the cover a little bit like neater. So I'm gonna switch to the whiteboard and kind of get a few ideas down. Okay, we're not going to any whiteboard because I decided that was a dumb idea. But what we are gonna do is I asked on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, but if there's anything that I can talk about, because I was really running out of stuff to talk about. I got 3 answers. One of them was actually talk about the graphic design of what is going on here. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about my phone, but I will be going over some of the stuff that's going on. But the first question, well, the questions come from my boy Terrence, aka TBirdUSA. Go follow him on Twitch, Twitter, all that good stuff. And he's basically like, what is fun and interactive League of Legends champions? Which really does not have an answer because all of them are bad. But what I would say is probably Fiddlesticks, probably the most fun and interactive champion in the game, because you can completely brain dead and still play Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is so stupid. You don't even need to be awake to play Fiddlesticks. He's super fun, super interactive. Heimerdinger, you don't even need to play the game. You can just AFK in bronze and get free kills. So probably the best designed champions. But if I'm about, oh my god, if I was gonna be honest, I was thinking about it. The best designed champions, probably someone like Camille. I feel like Camille's really good. I don't even play Camille. I've never played Camille, but I feel like she's well designed. She just looks pretty fun. I never really have had an issue with her. And Alawi seems pretty dope. My favorite champion is Heimerdinger, Fizz, and Ziggs. I mean, those are 3 champions. Heimerdinger is pretty poorly designed. He's not very good. And Fizz is brain dead. Really stupid champion. Honestly, he has 0 counterplay. I'm really bad at League, so if I'm saying anything stupid, that's why. And Ziggs is a good champion. Wave clear, nice. He has a lot of cool stuff going on with the wave clear, with the turret stuff. He's a really cool design champion, and he has like actual exposable flaws. He's really squishy. You can't get out all the time. Good champion design. Another question coming from Terrence, and it was basically, would you play games if the art just was non-existent? And the answer to that question was, it definitely depends on the game. A game like Cosmic Encounter, after playing it so much, I would probably, like, play it, you know, without art, right? Like, I know the game so well that seeing it doesn't even, like, mean very much anymore. But when I originally started playing it, absolutely not. You definitely need art to go with the game. That's why games like, you know, Cards Against Humanity, I mean, there's so many things that really don't appeal to me there. Don't appeal to me. It's just so, art is such a big part of the game for me. It's part of the experience. It shares a story, you know. It definitely gives you the feeling, the theme. A game like Small World would not be the same game if it looked differently. So, you know, the art plays a big part in it. For me, at least. You know, the mechanics obviously play a big part in it, but like, you know, the thing that Ticket to Ride for me has over the other train games, and Ticket to Ride is like really the only train game I have played a lot of, or really ever played, but it seems so much better. Like all the other ones, there's like Train Game. The Ticket to Ride has like characters on the cover. I don't know. It's a really nice package, and I think that's very appealing to me, and really, it's iconic, right? So like it's something that you can relate to. So when you look at like video games, right? You look at like the Zelda Triforce. You look at a Metroid symbol, the Earthbound symbol. These are just like some of my favorite things. Same thing goes with board games. In Cosmic Encounter, Pacifist is everywhere. There's a million Pacifist cards that just have smaller aliens on him. You don't get that without the visualization, and that's just so important to me. Or a game like Quadropolis pops at you. If it was just a black and white board and everything was just like a color, it's just a prototype. It loses that character, makes it way less fun to play. Like Final Quests was way more fun to play when I had the art than without it. When I didn't have it, I was like, yeah, it's okay, I guess. But with the art, it definitely makes me like, oh, this is cool, And obviously, I don't believe Final Quests, excuse me, tired, can be compared to games like that, but yeah, like it's definitely more appealing after the fact. Playing a game like Aura Portal definitely feels a little bland when everything's just a color. And oh, this is a great example. I hate Magic. I hate Magic the Gathering. And I hate Magic the Gathering because I think it's a pretty outdated, not even that it's an outdated system. I've had it described to me as it's the original, so it's the worst. And I kind of agree with that. But Magic just doesn't appeal to me because it's so bland. It's so stereotypical fantasy Magic to me. I just don't, nothing about it really pops out. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's just lame. It just seems so lame to me, and I'm not a huge fan. And I don't really enjoy the game either, so it's a loss. But anyway, so that's that. And the last thing was, I was actually requested to actually talk about the design of this, and I guess I'll do that now. That's such an awkward transition. But I decided not, so the original cover's on the left, and I decided not to use the original, the cover art of the game on the rulebook, and my decision about that was based off the fact that it just seemed, well, first of all, it seemed weird. The dimensions of the art are a little weird, so getting it to fit on the box and actually create a border around it is a little wacky, and I didn't quite feel like I needed to do that. It kind of seemed out of place. And I think it was also repetitive. I wasn't digging it. I wasn't digging it on the cover and then on that. So I just was like, you know what? Let's not do that. And let's just use the logo. And I think I like it more this way. Let me know what you guys think, obviously, and I can go back and change it. But I like the way it came out. There's not too much to say here. It's just playing with a lot of type. And I think I might have to change some of the type now that I'm actually looking at this, since I just did random type. I like barely even thought about it. I was just like, that one looks good, and that was kind of a dumb decision. I don't know why I did that, but coming up here will be the final. Alright, so I'm gonna be talking about, so this is my first final one. Now I actually went back and did them a few more times. I didn't want to record it and anything anymore, so I just kind of went back and fixed some stuff. So there's a few things that jump out at me. The first one was the type at the bottom. Why was it so far spaced out? I don't know. There are still things that kind of bother me about this, that like the art by Tom Travers is closer to the rules, like barely. I don't know if I'm even gonna fix that at this point. It's like kind of pissing me off that I get everything's just like off by just a little bit. Now the second one, I did fix it, so I moved that down. So that was the first fix. So slight, but so mind-boggling, like annoying. Like these things annoy me so much, and I'm not gonna be like OCD guys, because that's not how OCD works, everyone. The more you know. But anyway, the art by Tom Travers, like, even looking at this now, it bothers me a little bit, because, no, everything is centered. I know everything is centered, because I've double-checked this so many times. So the next, it's driving me actually crazy. So the next one, I fixed that type. Hopefully that's centered. It's gotta be centered. It's gotta be centered. Oh my god, this is driving me nuts to look at. So I literally try to do it and then just not look at it, because I will be here for, like, hours and days at a time staring at this. Yeah, so I fixed that because that was annoying me, and that took me a while to do. Like, I always relate to, like, the coding things where it's like what people think coding is versus what it really is, and everyone thinks like this art is like this. I literally had to, like, look this up, even though it's something so easy that I should be able to do. Okay, and then next I started fixing around, like, the border colors, trying to make them a little lighter. I kind of like that one, but some of them kind of, like, bleed into each other, and it's kind of weird looking since they're not all the same. I think if I just changed the one on the bottom left, it actually would have been okay, but I wasn't completely digging it. Wasn't too happy with that. And even now, I can actually still make this thing better by adding splashes and stuff everywhere. And finally, this is the final version where it's just a border around everything. I think I might actually go back right now and add some color. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's so dumb. So there will be one more of these, everyone. Oh my god, why do I do this to myself? Okay, and now I want to mess around with it. I kind of hated this, but I saved it just in case everyone thought it was a fantastic idea. There was, like, one little thing that, like, that black line needed to go away, so the next one is gonna be without that, but I didn't really think this was a super strong one. And that's without it, and played around a little bit, which is okay-ish. And then I just kind of messed around with that, and then I took away the black lines. And that's what I think I'm going to use for the final one. I think it's the most in between, and I like it. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. This took me way longer than I thought it would, and I don't even want to talk about, like, type or anything anymore. So I'm just going to leave it with that, like, leave you guys with that. So that is the design I will be going with for the cover. Now, if you want me to change something, let me know, and I will maybe change it in the next video. I might even like it without the stuff better, so the little specks in the background. So let me know what you guys think of that, and yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm gonna do an outro, and I could have set up the camera, but that's not gonna happen. So if you liked the video, like it. And if you hated it, hate on me in the comments, because I love it when I get hated on. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Also, look at my new monitor, dude. This is so sick. It keeps me kind of focused. I've been popping off. Also this new keyboard. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I love all my fans. And yeah, see you later.